knew had no idea what he was doing.
Right. He has this kid who somehow connives a media pass out of the Baltimore Orioles or somebody, shows up and probably just brazenly goes up to him because he didn't know better.
Right.
And asked him, you know, can I talk to you for a second? And Sparky Anderson, no doubt, immediately sized up the situation.
Yeah.
But
well, let's listen. I want to listen to the first, couple of questions because it is unbelievable how well he treats Bob.
We're here today with Sparky Anderson, manager of the Detroit Tigers. And Sparky, it's truly an honor to interview you, and thanks for being with us this afternoon.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure.
This is both of our first trip to this new stadium. What are your opinions of it?
I love it. I really think it's nice. It's a beautiful stadium. I love that building you have in right field behind it. You know, that, I think, gives it a tremendous mystique.
Now, a lot of the talk in Detroit is they also need a new stadium. What's your opinion on that?
Well, I know we need a new stadium, but I don't know what they're waiting around for. I think they're waiting for all the politicians to get done talking.
Now, many people know you as the manager for the Reds in the 70s and, of course, Tigers in the 80s and 90s. Tell us a little bit from where you went from in 59 you played for Philadelphia, and from there how you ended up in Cincinnati in 70.
Well, you know, I managed in the Cincinnati organization 1 year, but I managed in the Cardinal organization for 4. And I don't know. I was coaching the San Diego in 69, the expansion club, and next thing I know, I woke up and I was managing the Cincinnati Reds in 70. So many marvelous things have happened to me that it's sometimes I get nervous and scared when I go back and think about it.
I mean, listen, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
How good a dude that is.
Yeah, and like I say, I'm sure he realized that this kid was about to soil himself on account of this. And hey, we've all been there, you know. I mean, I would have been too, but he rolled with it.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. And now he is gone at the age of 76.
I just cannot believe that man is 1 year older than my father.
I just can't believe how quick this happened.
I know. One day.
Yes. One day you read about him going to hospice, and now he's gone, period. All right, community quick hits are on the way.
We will talk about what happened on the front row of the end zone of the Cowboy-Jacksonville game this weekend.
KTCK Dallas-Fort Worth, KTDK Sanger, KKLF Richardson, KPLX HD2 Fort Worth, a Cumulus station. Sports Radio 1310, the Ticket's baseball pants have been deflated. Well, that wasn't fun. Rangers fall to the Giants in the World Series. What do we do now? Root for the Cowboys? It's a disappointment for all red-shoed Ranger fans. We're here to commiserate with you, P1s. It's a tough thing. But because baseball is a talking sport, we'll discuss what was and what should have been all week long. So flash your claw or antlers and listen to the only station you need for HSOs on the Rangers season that was. Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket. Also on 99.5 HD2.
The official jeweler of the Dallas Cowboys is the Diamond Doctor. Hi, Junior Miller here. He's been my official jeweler for the last 6 years. That's how long it's been since I went in to buy an engagement ring. And like most guys, I had no idea what I was doing. Girls know a lot about diamonds, guys don't. But the Diamond Doctor put me at ease, very low-pressure sales environment. They've got great diamonds, all GIA certified, so you're getting the highest quality stone. They've got the best customer service and the best price. And that's the bottom line for a lot of guys out there. Diamond Doctor wants you to shop around, go to as many jewelry stores as you want, then bring that deal back to the Diamond Doctor. He's going to meet it or beat it in every case. He's a wholesaler based right here in Dallas. Give him a call, 972-DIAMOND. Tell him you heard about it on The Ticket. That's 972-DIAMOND. Set up an appointment to go into the North Dallas showroom or check out the website, diamonddoctor.com. Bigger diamonds, better quality, best value. The official jeweler of the Dallas Cowboys, the Diamond Doctor.
Can you identify this sound? To the business owner who financed this forklift through Chase, this is the sound of his business operation moving forward because he can now do more in a day. Do you know what this sound is? It's the sound of the $4,000 cash back only Chase is giving business owners for equipment financing. Do you know what this is? It's the time you have left to take advantage of this exclusive offer of up to $4,000 cash back from Chase. Combined with our lowest rates in years, plus the 50% first-year bonus depreciation under the new Small Business Jobs Act, there's never been a better time to invest in your business with Chase. Visit a branch today to learn more about the Chase Cashback Equipment Financing Offer. Act now. Offer ends December 31st, 2010. Chase what matters. Some restrictions and fees may apply. All loans and leases subject to credit approval. Applications must be received by 12/31/2010. Business checking account required to receive cash back. Chase does not provide tax advice. Please consult your tax advisor. 2010 J.P. Morgan Chase. Equal opportunity lender.
We have a big problem working in the colony right now. This report, a service of NorthTexasHondaDealers.com. 121 southbound is closed just past Spring Creek Parkway. We have a major accident involving a motorcycle. You can use FM 544 as an alternate. Your backup so far is to Preston. 75 southbound at Mid-Park. We have an accident blocking both the left and HOV lanes. You're jammed from the Bush Turnpike. Westbound 635 at the Tollway. An accident blocking the right lane. And good news if you're traveling near downtown Dallas, I-30 westbound at Munger. That disabled vehicle has cleared. Traffic's unwinding from Jim Miller. This report brought to you by SMU Cox School of Business. Earn an MBA your way at the SMU Cox School of Business, one of the only schools in the nation with 3 top 20 MBA programs. Info session November 6th at 9:30 a.m. online at coxgrad.com. For the North Texas Tollway Authority, I'm Alexis with the tickets to get up yourself at traffic.
I'm Ty Walker. Rangers move quick on locking up Ron Washington. Details next on the ticket.
In the Old West, they battled over water and over cattle. Here at the ticket, we're battling over whiskey. It's time to put away the 6-shooter, Danny. Call a truce and talk.
Talk all you want, but I'm an expert on one thing. And the best whiskey around, the best drinks are made with Gentleman Jack by Jack Daniels.
Dude, you're forgetting about the greatness of Woodford Reserve. That full flavor, the smooth finish. There's a reason it's the official bourbon of the Kentucky Derby. Woodford Reserve is just that good.
Better than Gentleman Jack? It's charcoal mellowed twice for a smooth finish. It's the mellower side of Jack.
But it's not Woodford Reserve. We're 2 of Kentucky's finest aged side-by-side bourbon and thoroughbred horses.
All right, you ones, listen up. Corby and I could argue about this all day, so why don't you decide for yourself and then tell who's right and who's wrong. Pick up a bottle of Gentleman Jack.
And a bottle of Woodford Reserve and have yourself a taste test. Grab your dad and your brothers.
Or grab your friends this holiday season and settle the whiskey war for yourself. Which is better, Gentleman Jack
or my favorite, Woodford Reserve?
Please enjoy Woodford Reserve and Gentleman Jack responsibly. Brown Foreman, Louisville, Kentucky.
Ticket Sports News now.
Ron Washington's going to stick around as your Rangers manager for a little bit longer. The sticker brought to you by Jersey Mike Subs and Just Breaks. The old school brother agreeing to a 2-year extension today through 2012. General Manager John Daniels says it is a well-deserved extension.
Thankful to work with him. It's a huge gift. Myself, and the front office, all of us. We've got a manager that, as long as the guys we give him want to play the game, he wants them. You know, there are some other guys out there that don't necessarily take it that way, but he does.
Washington has been around as the Rangers skipper since 2007. This past season, leading the Rangers to their first division title in 11 years and their first World Series in franchise history. Cowboys hoping for a rebound this weekend in Green Bay when they play the Packers. Dallas 1-6. Nearly all hope lost in making the playoffs. Third-string running back Tashard Choice expected to get a few more touches on offense, and he's trying to stay positive about the team getting back on track.
If we turn those situations around, it's amazing what kind of role we can be on this football team. Because without, Romo, Kitten's still able to control the football game and give us opportunity to win the game.
College football, the NCAA today adding a 3rd year of probation to Michigan's football program for practice and training violations. Before the 2009 season began, reports surfaced indicating the Wolverines violated NCAA rules regarding time limits on off-season workouts and demands during the season. That's the Ticket Ticker, a service of the NTTA. Our next ticker at 6:30. I'm Ty Walker, reminding the P1s to be one. Tune us in, turn it up, keep it on. Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.
He's the one razor that's safe to use in all your intimate areas, including your hockey brain. Stars TV analyst Daryl Razor Ray talks the stick and puck with Donovan Miller. Fridays at 8:50. Brought to you by Luke Valley Honda, Low T Center, and Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket.
It is 6:19. Good evening. This is Sports Radio 1310 The Ticket. You're listening to The Hard Line. I would be Mike Reiner, and the Cobra and I are out here today at Texas Land and Cattle in Uptown on Lemon Avenue, just a little bit to the north of Mckinney Avenue. We got about 40 minutes or so remaining in the presentation this evening. The rest of the crew back at the mothership. We have Joe Lecce with us today, along with Ty and Shooping and Alexis. We'll have the exit strategy coming up here in just a bit, during which time we will look at some goings-on in the National Football League. Right now it's 6:19 here on The Ticket.
Everybody likes community
quick hits. Community quick hits. Community quick hits. Everybody likes community quick hits. Community quick hits. Community quick hits.
Community quick hits. Brought to you by
Autoplex and Texas Land and Cattle. I forgot how to read.
Once again, here's Cobra.
Thank you very much. All right, let's talk about what went on at the Cowboys Stadium, at the new Cowboys Stadium, where it was probably the most exciting thing that went on there last Sunday as the Cowboys took on Jacksonville. Now, this originally, I believe, and Grooves, help me out if I'm wrong here, and you may know.
Okay.
I believe the video of this was taken by what turned out to be a P1.
Yes.
Okay. Who sent it to Gordon, who had no idea, the guy had no idea what to do with it, so he sent it to Gordon. Gordon put it on his website. Someone knew somebody over at CNNSI who then looked at it, put it on their website. Then it was picked up by Deadspin.
Basically, yeah.
I think that's the order it went in.
It just, typical video that made its way around the internet.
Yeah, and I can't believe it took this long to get out there. But what it is a guy and a girl who were sitting kind of in the corner of the end zone on the front row. And the video starts, and the guy is sitting down in his seat. The girl is turned facing him, and she is making out with him. Like she's the aggressor here.
She's really into it.
Oh boy, is she into it.
And so was I.
Like kissing on his neck, his ear, and this is not like just little secretive kisses. She is on top of him.
I've had lap dances that were nowhere near this.
Me too, Mark. So, anyway, so the girl is just all over him, while obviously somebody from the row behind him starts filming. And they're laughing, and there are people hooping and hollering, but the really uncomfortable part is, first off, this is Texas Stadium, all right? There's a lot of kids there. People take their kids to games all the time.
This is Cowboy Stadium, not Texas Stadium.
Sorry.
It's a new stadium.
Sorry.
Get it right.
I'm sorry.
See, he hates you now.
Who?
Him.
Oh, Jerry. No. Sorry, Jerry. I can explain. I know you can. So, anyway. So she's all over, and they start videotaping it, and for about 3 minutes, this goes on. Well, it gets worse. She then straddles him. He's sitting in his seat.
Oh,
she straddles him. She starts kind of to grind on him. And this is a girl that's about 24, maybe.
If that.
Yeah. The guy is sitting there. The guy is just... And she's got a Miller Lite bottle in her hands the whole time. And the guy's just sitting there, and he's kind of taking it. But then she lifts up her shirt to reveal her bare midriff.
Right.
And he sees this as an opportunity to just be like, you know what? Forget it. Let's just go for this. And he starts kind of snacking around down there. And then she decides that this is not... I'm not being voyeur enough. I need to lift my shirt all the way up to reveal the entirety of my brassiere.
Right.
Mark, to which,
you think?
To which the guy, again, decides to go in for the kill. And he does. And snacks. This goes on until finally you hear somebody say, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And suddenly the girl gets off the guy's lap, sits down in her chair, which is right next to it, and the video cuts off. Well, they got thrown out. Security finally made their way down there to stop that and throw them out.
It's amazing how long it took, watching the video.
Isn't it a good 2 or 3 minutes?
At least.
As guys are throwing dollar bills at her.
Yeah. The whole time they're throwing dollar bills at her.
I thought that was the really funny thing about this.
Did you see the guy the guy pans to his buddy who's filming it, and like he sticks his face in there and he starts laughing.
Yes.
But then could you see the guy sitting right beside them to the left? He looked like a guy who's probably, I don't know, 45, 50 years old. I don't know who he was with. He had his hands buried in his head and shaking his head.
I guess I'll have to look at this video a little more.
Yeah, you need to
pay attention to more than just the girl.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I don't think that he was doing that because Tony Romo just got hurt. I think that he was like, what do I do here?
Well, he might have been a really devout Cowboy fan that was paying attention to the game.
Well, and the thing is, the video went on forever, but he didn't start rolling until it had already been going on for a while.
That'd probably been going on for 2 minutes before he got his phone out and started rolling. This girl was so drunk. So the question is, if something like that, we're getting in trouble here. Again. Sorry. We're at Texas Land and Cattle, and we're at the hip uptown location. Is it off? Turn it off. Okay.
Just talk about steak.
Focus more on steak.
Yeah, change the subject to steak.
Appetizers. But this is not the swinging uptown crowd that you would think is hanging out here. They're all hanging out in the bar area with us, but the restaurant is full of old people, and they're not happy with our talk.
Old people don't like hot girls?
So the question is, Mike, if you were sitting there, maybe I shouldn't point this at you, would you do anything? I mean, you got to admit, it was getting out of hand. Let's say that you had your daughter with you there, and she was 11 years old.
And I was with some girl who started doing that to me.
No! God, no! No, you're with your daughter at the game.
Oh, just watching it?
Yeah, and they're right in front of you. Your daughter's in the 5th grade.
Yeah, I probably would have said something.
Yeah. What if it was just you?
If it was just me, I probably wouldn't have said anything. Yes.
He'd have pulled out the ones.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you would have pulled out the money.
What if you're there?
Let's make it rain.
What if you're there and you're with some crazy girl that starts doing that to you?
I stop it immediately. Dude,
Where she keeps going and stuff. She's so drunk and everything. Going, oh, come on, Connie.
Then you go to the bathroom. You go up to the bathroom, which we've seen. That has happened before at the new stadium.
Yes, it has. Take it.
And have your legs sticking out underneath the stall, and people photographing that
out in the dirty bathroom. Look, I don't know what I would do if somebody that drunk was that into it. It'd be really uncomfortable.
I'm going to test and see what happens this Sunday.
Now, the lucky part is,
I'd love to see
the lucky
that.
part is for the
Come on,
guy,
girls.
For the guy, you never saw his face.
Right.
You don't know who he is.
Right.
But the girl, I mean, her with her leopard print bra.
And her tattoo.
Yeah.
That was her most identifying mark, though. She looked like just any of a million young blonde girls.
She had a little tummy tattoo. But, good Lord, man. How do you get, you're at a stadium. You're at a football game.
We're in a public place.
And it's I don't know if this was on Gordon's website or on Deadspin. This happened right after Romo went down, which was right at the beginning of the 3rd quarter, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, good gravy, man. Was it the 3rd quarter?
Second? Yeah.
Okay.
She was trying to turn that frown upside down.
Wow, man. What if you were there?
Pretty serious, man.
What if you were there with your wife and you're right behind him?
Would I say anything?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I wouldn't act like I was enjoying it, that's for sure.
Now, I know groups...
Or that I found it funny in any way.
I don't care if you're into it or not, it had to be uncomfortable. It had to be, right?
It was uncomfortable just watching.
Yes, it was weird watching it.
All right, what would you do?
I kind of liked it.
What would you do? Let's say you're there with your wife.
Yeah.
And let's say the guy, let's say he's somewhat inebriated.
Yeah.
And is obviously encouraging us. You know, and is really into this idea.
Right.
And they're both really into it. So it's going on and everything, and your wife says, do something, do something. What would you do?
I'd probably say, would you like to do something first? You do that. I'm not very confrontational when it comes to things like that.
No, I'm not either, see? I mean, usually,
Hey, Dill.
if my own sensibilities aren't offended by it,
Dill.
if my own sensibilities aren't offended by it, I don't worry too much about the sensibilities of others.
Right.
You know? And only when my own are offended or put over the top will I say anything about it.
But if there's a bunch of people going, God, come on, somebody stop this. You know, people are just kind of making buzz around you, and you're like, oh, God, all right, I'll do it. I guarantee if one person would have told them to stop, they would have. Like, you're making me uncomfortable here.
How do we know that didn't happen? I don't know if they would have.
Because you could see from the video. People are laughing and throwing dollar bills at them.
But, I mean, you just saw the immediate area. There might have been somebody in the close by periphery that might have been saying something.
There had to have been kids down there.
She acted like she was into it.
She was.
This was her big, you know, her big exhibitionist experience.
Yeah. What's crazy, I know it's on Gordon's website, it's on Deadspin and a bunch of other places by now.
Look, in the future, don't send that to Gordon. Send it to us. We'll take care of it. Send me something.
We don't have an avenue for that.
We'll find one.
Twitter.
Yeah, we'll put it on Twitter. How about that?
Tweet groups. Fellatio.com.
Oh, boy. All right.
Come on, Ty.
Gotta go.
All right, 6:31 here on the ticket.
Coming up Saturday, it's Race Week with Rich Phillips at the very special time of 1:30 Saturday afternoon, right as the Nationwide Series race is winding down at Texas Motor Speedway. We'll get you ready for Sunday's AAA Texas 500 at TMS. Hear from some of the principals in that chase, Jimmy Johnson, Denny Hamlin, and Kevin Harvick as well. That's Race Week, Saturday at 1:30 on the ticket.
Romo or Kidna, doesn't matter.